What's going on, everybody? Lambo here, and well, we got to get ready to accept some new equipment that was left behind from the Americans, the Russians, and all sorts of people, and the Chinese. So right now we're just strip mining the top layer of this field that we seized from a local farmer here, and I've modified the terraform on this machine so I could use it to build up structure. We don't even care about these civilian buildings. We're just going to cover them with rubble so we can be safe in here. So after we get a little this built up, I'm going to run over here and we're going to start hauling some tanks over and some leftover anti-air equipment. While we're at it, make a little hole right here so they can get in here. Because I saw some tanks out this way. We got to tug back over here. Drill out a path. Alright, that's good enough for me. Alright, got this bad boy parked. Let's go, I think I saw a tank over here. It's in good condition. It's an old tank from FS17, so it doesn't have a lot of the same features that I would put on a brand new one made for this. But start tugging her out so I can show you guys. These guys, oh man, she's a heavy girl. Alright, so we're gonna turn the tow and chain. There we go. She still works, fortunately. She's a little faster than my than my tugger. We're gonna pull this bad boy in there, and then maybe we'll check them out in a little bit. Alright, getting her all hooked up, if I can get in there. Alright, hooked up. Get the tugging. Get the tugging. So, pretty sure the US military's out here too. I don't know why we're finding gear for them. This one actually tows a lot better than those other ones. That's because it only has 4 wheels on the track and not 6. Alright. Now this would take for absolutely ever to haul all the tanks that I put in the game over here. So this other one works pretty well, so let's just drive it over. And to be honest, it's not really my favorite because I have lost the model for it. And it doesn't have it has some faults in the modeling. So it's not really my favorite. It does have, all these tanks have a front hydraulic attacher. I have put in sounds that when you move everything around you can hear the clanking. And then this little silly stuff like that, give it a little bit of realism to it. Now that I know more about these, I've found quite a few tank models that I'm working on that are going to have all the features that come stock with my newer mods do. These converts are hard because I don't really have all the old files, and some of them I do, but a lot of them I don't. We'll get him over there. Now they all have somewhat of a sound when you do the honk. And there's one that I'm playing with right now. It's not this one. You still got to go buy it. You can also turn on the rotating. That goes left and right. Did some edits from the 19 version that I made. And then also has the hydraulics on the back. Is the steel harvest pack. So you're going to have a number of vehicles here, and I'm changing the prices for the tanks more realistic once I post it. I just like to keep them at this price for testing so I don't go broke. So the M89 recovery vehicle, I put a lot of time and effort into this one as far as texturing and model and design this whole upper half right here, and it works with the winch. Unfold it, so lower the supports. It's going to drop this guy, and it'll basically make it where you're pretty much immobile. And turn on the bad boy. Now the winch is running now, and this arm here does shoot all the way out like this, and you can move it around and do whatever it is you need to do. Now that winch cable, gonna go, what was the button for detach? Is B, right? So now you can basically do whatever you need to do. This is kind of silly, huh? There you go. That's the working basis on that bad boy. And here we have a BTR 90. This would be more like the ones that Russia would be driving around, and it does have an attacher on the back. I did not put a hydraulic front on this one just because the RPG guide kind of limits my ability to get to it, but it's got a lot of power. It's fun. It's fun to drive around. So this might actually be a good tow-in vehicle. And a cool little, I don't know, I would say nerdy. Let's switch to my indoor camera here. So whenever you move anything around, you can burp, burp. And there's a feature on this tank that I don't have on the other tanks yet, that I'm just kind of seeing if I like it. Nerdy. Reload tank. We need to reload our tank. Now I'm reloading. You can... That's really loud. You can see the bullet firing. Oh. Okay, we'll stop that. And that's just an animation, it's a looping animation, and I'm just playing with it, like I said. It's super loud. Blew your eardrums out there. That's gonna be that bad boy. It's got hook in the back, just kind of oversized truck. This little radar jammer is kind of fun. If you hit B to turn it on, it'll start spinning the radar, so then you can just... A little bit of aesthetics. Kind of neat. You can hit unfold and it'll start playing that. I think it is this button. Oh, we gotta turn it on first. And there's a little dude's head in there. Next up, we have the... Okay, we've looked at all that. Oh, the troop carrier. Kind of the same ordeal as the BTR, but this one has the front hydraulics, and this back hatch opens up. It's kind of small. And that's going to be this guy. So, it can be very easily... I do believe it's the back one. That back hatch opens up. You can fit a pallet in there. Or like an ATV. I think one of the four-wheelers will fit in there too. The top rotates, barrel goes up and down. Shooting. Front hydraulics. And then all these guys come with lights. So if you need a way to illuminate your area. Let's take a peek at some of the additives that I put in here, just so you can see, for example, this snowblower. I have changed it to where you can change the color on these if you wanted to have a certain bland. I can't, without making the mod a lot bigger, go through and make custom textures that make these camo. So I just kind of made them the normal versions. And we'll go right over here real fast just to show you that they back hatch up. Can attach right here. And this is also one of these models that I made it a long time ago, and I don't know where it is anymore, and it's been a nightmare to export it and fix these faces without having to do a lot to it, so I haven't done that. And I don't think I will, because I don't really care that much about this. I'd rather move on to some other projects. It's so little compared to everything else that I want to do right now. So if you want to fix that, feel free. But I don't have the old Blender files anymore, so it's kind of a nightmare. But yeah, that hooks up, and that'll hook up to any of these, except for that one. That one doesn't have one, but it comes with the winch instead. So this was a convert I had repainted and kind of made this for 17, I think. And at the time, I made a whole bunch of different texture designs. So they're all custom made for this model that have the ambient occlusion and the light and that funky stuff. So besides just having a bunch of colors to choose from, you can change the back out to an open or the turtle shell. And we're actually just going to go with the turtle shell so I can show you the animation. And there's tension belts on the inside in here that spawn, so I'd just get those anyways. We're going to buy it and check it out really quick. And it opens up kind of like that. We'll hop in and show you. And I do believe the doors are broken up, but I'm kind of waiting for some other code to come out so I can add more features to this. And it does have tension belts on the inside and a little trailer hitch in the back. And that is about it for the Humvee. I do like this little guy. It's a fun little rig. I have edited the in-game class. I'm probably saying that wrong. But you can change all the colors on it. Different OD greens or whatever you want to do to try to build some roleplay stuff. I just wanted something that kind of matched the tanks a little bit. And next little fun thing, Oshkosh. This is from 17, a long time ago, but I have repainted it several times since then and UDMI'd. There's a whole bunch of different choices you can choose from, and the color choice goes by any of these. It does have a natural bump. It says US Army, so it's always going to say US Army. Sorry about that if you didn't like Army. But that's all selectable with the wheels too. You can change the color of the rims. Another convert I did, and I also brought over the trailer. So this trailer hooks up at that Oshkosh. Pretty neat. I actually had to change it out so the wheels made it so hard to turn sometimes. There's a floodlight trailer that was in FS17 and then over for 19, and this was my version that I had. So, and you can also change the wheel color. I had swapped out the wheels for the ATV Lizard one, so they're a little bit more rugged looking. Also buyable, hook-upable. I put an attacher on the back so you can string these or attach other things. And same thing with color choice. I went through and allow you guys to kind of mix and match your colors a little bit. If you need a plow, it looks military oriented. Same thing with the snow plow. And then also with these guys. And on this one, I changed out the wheels to be ATV wheels on this last version and make the body quite colorable. Obviously, these are all Giants things. I just made them to where they fit the narratives that I'm making. And that's going to be it. It absolutely looks like. That's the Jangle Jangle. As of right now, I don't have a tow hook. So getting these to hook up, this recovery vehicle to hook up to another vehicle, I don't have. And then one more thing I want to cover with the Abram. Alright, we're in the Abram. And the one thing that I need to work on, and I don't know if I'm going to do this because it requires a complete blender and a fix. It's kind of a nightmare. In reality, I'd just like to make some new crawlers when I get some free time and it's more important. I want to do emergency vehicle stuff right now, but when I drive forward, you see how the tracks don't really match up. That's this UV mapping. So when it's supposed to look like it's going forward, it's going back on the two ends of the track. And it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be clean like this one over here. Get in this guy and kind of show you how it's supposed to look. See how they all go one direction. And that's just something that the UV map, when I made that for FS17, I really messed that up. And I don't have those files anymore, so in reality I just need to go make new crawlers. And it takes time. So maybe someday. For right now, that's my fun stuff, guys. That's my... you should have some fun with this. If anything, it just adds different, per se, tractors to the game. So I hope you guys enjoy, and don't forget to hit that like button. And let me know in the comments what other vehicles we should put to this. Later, dudes!